Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell here with your weather impact forecast as we look at the sun across the area this afternoon. This is nice to see the sunshine. You know, Friday and Saturday it was gray. The cold air came surging in. Yesterday was bitter cold, but at least we had the sun. Today, temperatures are moderating across the area, but that moderation is also coming with a bit of a breeze here as we look up at Grafton toward the river. And you can see at this point that wind a little on the gusty side, which means even though we're getting close to 40 in some spots, we are talking about wind chills that we're dealing with. Arnold's 40, so is Creve Coeur, so is O'Fallon. It's slightly cooler off to the east and northeast of St. Louis. You had a colder start, 35 in Edwardsville, and then it's much colder as you go over towards Indianapolis, Cincinnati, and Chicago. A lot of central Illinois, central portions of Indiana, over towards southern Ohio. Decent snowpack from the weekend still on the ground. So when we take into account that breeze that's blowing out there right now, even though we're close to 40, it feels closer to 30 for us across most of the metro area, or right around freezing. That's still better than being 10 to 15 degrees below zero, right? 39 degrees officially at Lambert with a feels like wind chill temperature of 32. Our winds are out of the south-southwest at 11 miles per hour. This is incredibly dry air. The dew point just 6 degrees at this hour. So your next few hours, we're going to be right around 40 this afternoon, give or take a degree or two. We will see that breeze continue, so wind chills stay around freezing. That's what it'll feel like this afternoon. But you don't have that big drop off in temperatures during the overnight hours tonight. We'll be sliding back to around freezing by 8 o'clock. And then as we head into the late night hours, we'll bottom out in the mid-20s. Tomorrow's a warmer day. We're close to 50 for the high tomorrow, into the 50s Wednesday and Thursday. The thing that stands out is there's a big difference between Wednesday's high and Thursday's high, and then Friday's high. We're in the 50s, and then boom, we're back into the 40s. So there's a front coming through on Thursday. That is our next impactful weather, with at least the chance for showers across much of the area. Better chance for some thunderstorms to our southeast. High pressure continues to shift away. The focus then turns to the north and west. This system that's pushing into the Pacific Northwest right now, again, Pacific origin, not coming out of the Arctic. The air behind this will not be all that cold. So we track this out for you. That system will be grabbing some moisture from the Gulf that'll flow north on these southerly winds. It's been a while since we've had Gulf moisture get back in here. And by the wee hours on Thursday, we're looking at scattered showers and maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder down in southeast Missouri. This is not a favorable time with this front coming through for us to see severe weather. And the ingredients coming together don't look like they're going to coalesce over us in order to produce severe weather. But there may be some downpours, and southeast Missouri, southern Illinois points south have a better chance of hearing some thunder. As far as rainfall goes, this is from the European model taking us into Thursday night, and some of us may end up with a third to a half an inch of rain. The odds are the heaviest rain will be south and east of us, and it'll be more scattered going north and west and not have an overall big impact. It will be very beneficial, though, because when you look at the drought monitor here in the middle part of the country, overall, it's pretty dry. And certainly across Missouri and Illinois, we are still either abnormally dry or have pockets of moderate drought that we're dealing with. So we certainly can use this rainfall as we head towards Thursday morning. And it looks like it's about a 4 to maybe 6 hour window at most that we would be dealing with the rain, and then that will be gone from there. So your next 7 days looking like this: 50 degrees tomorrow after topping out around 40 today, 53 for Wednesday, 56 on Thursday. Yes, we're mild, and you see your low temperatures are going up. Wednesday night, Thursday morning, we're still in the 40s, but temperatures start dropping Thursday afternoon, and by Friday morning, we're around 20. So we're only around 40 for the high on Friday. And then heading into the weekend, we do expect to see those temperatures bounce back into the mid-50s on Saturday. Another front comes through, and we'll drop back into the 40s on Sunday, but it's mainly dry this weekend. And as we continue on 5 plus here, we get the bonus for the overnight lows tonight. We're still going to have a cold night, down into the lower 20s northeast of St. Louis. But in the metro area and going southwest, enough of a breeze with that southwest wind to keep us in the mid to upper 20s. For Tuesday, plenty of sunshine's on the way again, right around 50 degrees. We put the wind chills on there. They're not terrible tomorrow, that's for sure. Okay, morning low temperatures, we get the bounce back here. So Thursday morning, before that front comes in, we're at 45. By Friday, that morning low, a little more brutal at 20, and there will be a breeze Friday morning. But then over the weekend, that's tolerable. Those are pretty close to average for this time of year. Here's a look again at the next 7 days. We don't have, outside of Thursday, big rain chances. And the temperature trend is our friend at this point if you want some milder air. We do have the cool down that comes in Thursday and Friday, and then on the weekend, we're going to push the warmer temperatures back in here to some degree as we head into this weekend. For Christmas week, the trend is still for above average temperatures. The probability for warmer than average remains quite high. Now, does that mean it's going to be 60 degrees on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve? It's not out of the question, but it's certainly not the most likely scenario. Odds are we'd be closer to 50. But here's the thing. This is a probability-based forecast. It doesn't mean we can't be below average. It just means the probabilities at this point are flipping the other way, that it's much more likely to be well above average. But yes, there are a few outliers on the ensembles that have next week a little colder than what we have on the forecast board here. And it looks like it generally is a pretty mild Christmas week based on what we see right now. And we don't see any big storm systems coming our way. So with that in mind, that should give us quiet weather leading right up to Christmas Day.